Hey Leos, welcome to Tyrant Hill. Welcome to the place where we Tyrant Hill our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Welcome to your April reading. Okay, let's get started. Come to you, Holy God. Thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Leo collective needs to know? Thank you. For April. Count your blessings. A lot of people are getting that. A lot of us think things through. It seems like a lot of people might be dealing with some type of loss that is due to a higher level of thinking, a higher level of perspective, pretty much like growing out of people or growing out of mindsets, and it might cause for a separation or a distancing, whether it's from your job or from a person or from a bunch of people, whatever the case is. And it does seem like it leads to a level of resentment because it's like, damn, I wasted a lot of time on certain things, not realizing that it wasn't serving me like that, And with that, I feel like that's why Count Your Blessings is coming through. Like there's a need to be happy that you have this new mentality, and also collecting the gems that came out of certain situations as opposed to looking at certain things as a complete waste of time, All right, cool. Let's get started with the reading. What's going on, Liz? You have the Emperor coming out. Oh, all right now, hold up. We have the Emperor coming out with the High Priestess. What? Oh, okay. Tell me about this High Priestess. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Here's the energy of growing out of things. Okay. Growing out of like an old way of thinking. All right. You should probably watch the Aries reading because I feel like this is already very similar. It was like an old way of thinking. It had some loopholes. And that's just what it is. We think what we think. We know what we know until we know more. Until we gather more data and we learn more things. And then we evolve and grow, if you choose to. Or you could decide to just stay where you at, given the information. But it does seem like there were certain pieces of information that was not there prior to this time frame, wherever this plays out. But once it does come in, that's where the growth comes in. Okay. And then somebody steps into Emperor mode. It could be about an Emperor. Let's look more into it. Oh, okay. You have the Seven of Swords coming out in reverse. See, back to this energy of having new knowledge, growing out of things, growing out of a mindset, or growing out of a connection, and then having to look back like, okay, I invested a lot into something that wasn't worth it. I feel like looking back, you're going to realize that certain situations weren't really worth it like that. All right? It could be in Aries or something like that. Someone with Aries placements. Whatever. But see, this comes out of a new capacity to love. You had a certain level of love before that you were able to give, and therefore you only had a certain amount of love, a limited capacity to give, and then a limited capacity to receive. Now that's being expanded. Now you're looking at the people that you once wanted love from, and you're realizing, oh, you can't give me what I want. You can't give me what I deserved. I dealt with you, or I wanted love from you because I didn't know what I deserved, or I wasn't able to experience any more love than what you were able to give me. And that's why I attracted you into my life. Now that I can experience more love, now that I have higher standards, now that I want more love, you're no longer making the cut. That's what's happening here. So it's growing out of these connections here. But it is coming with a sense of feeling a loss. You know, it is a loss, but it's good because you're growing. It's a loss of something that needs to go. All right. Oh, and if I haven't mentioned, that Seven of Swords is like kind of a weird, deceptive, shifty energy. So it was someone that needed to go anyway. All right. Here we are with the Hierophant, that higher level of thinking, as I mentioned, seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things from a more mature perspective. Okay, that's what's helping you grow out of a connection, which is great. A connection that you need to grow out of. See, it's a Tower. Okay, all right. King of Pentacles, come through. All right. You're seeing this person for the King of Wands in the verse that they are. Even if they came forward as an Emperor, they might have showed up as an Emperor at face value. But now that you know better, now you can see them clearer. You're no longer being fooled by the facade because now you're looking at them from a different angle, from a different perspective. So now that you do that, you're like, oh, you're just a player. Oh, you're really immature, you know? This person that you once thought was, oh my God, the most mature emperor, blah, blah, blah. Now you're realizing, oh, you're just a page. Never mind. And that's good. That needs to happen because it was someone who just wasn't doing it. The World card, and that leads to an upgrade, okay? With the World card there. Fortunate new cycle here. Also, it gives you, it refines your standards with the King of Pentacles here. It's like, this person's like a King of Wands in a verse. It's like that manipulative playboy type of energy or playgirl type of energy. It's like, no, you know what? I know what I want now. I always attracted this type. I always went for this type and always had the same type of response. You know what? I want someone solid. King of Pentacles energy. I want someone solid now. You know, grounded. Like, they don't have to be the most exciting person in the world, but they can be solid, you know. It's like refining. See, some of you guys, you might have had like it was like a younger idea of what a spouse should be. The type of person that you wanted is based on like a younger mentality. So maybe you wanted someone or you placed a high priority on someone who was very charming or very popular or very, very good in bed, you know, because the King of Wands energy, they usually like ladies, men, or whatever, you know, player types. So they have the charm. They know how to finesse, you know, they can be very smooth. And now it's the realization like, oh, that type of person is a made up person. Like, that's not a real person. Yeah, so that's good. All right, what do we have? All right, let's see what the blockage is, if there's any blockage. So it's growing and then refining your standards. That's the name of the game here. That's where the thinking things through come in. Thinking things through comes in. Now it's like refining, like, okay, what do I want moving forward? Because that type that I usually go for ain't it. What usually attracts me to people? And what should I be looking for now? Like, yes, initial attraction of them being charming, sure. But what deeper traits do I need? So that's good. What's the blocker? I love to see it, Leos. I love to see it. It's amazing. Kudos to you guys. There's resistance. Okay. Did I hype you guys up too quickly? All right. No, I mean, it's going to be a process. Old habits die hard. If you're used to going for a certain type, you're going to have to really rewire your mind to stop going for that type, you know? So you the Two of Swords coming out, you know, it's like, it's a decision to make, all right? It's a commitment to make, like, I'm not going to go for this type again. When you make that switch, when you actually make that switch in your mind, you won't settle for that type of behavior again. So now it's about to be this death process, this ending of an era, this ending of this part of you that wanted that player type unknowingly. The ending of this cycle of experiencing this level of love. And now the beginning of a new era where you're experiencing a higher level, higher quality love. Four of Swords, soul searching, introspection. This is a time to take time out in this in-between stage, because I feel like this death process is going to be kind of slow. It's not like, oh, I get it now. I keep going for the wrong guys. Now I can automatically go for the right guys. No, it's going to be an in-between stage. There's going to be a lot of reflection. What type of guys do I usually go for? Guys or girls? What type of people do I usually go for? How has that not been working for me? What do I need to do moving forward? Okay, and also, what do I need to change within myself so I can stop going for that and start going for the better version? Okay, there's a whole lot of soul searching, a whole lot of refinement of yourself that needs to happen, so the refinement of the standards can happen naturally. All right. What are they feeling to see? Look at that Magician card. Yeah, see? Look, take this time out. All that, what I just outlined, that is a part of manifesting. All right? Being very clear about your desires, that's manifesting right there. Instead of just floating and letting things come to you. That reflection is needed. You're going to be in manifestation mode, magician mode, where you can actually know what you want and not accept something into your life because it's just a part of the program that you're used to. Now you're moving with intention. You're choosing people with intention because now you know better. You know what I mean? You went from the child energy to that growth, that maturation energy, which is great. Also, it's a realization of like, okay. You have the Eight of Cups coming out with the Three of Cups coming out here. All right, the Eight of Cups in reverse is like not really walking away. Some type of resistance going on with the Three of Cups. Some of you guys, you might have resistance about walking away from third party energy or whatever. That's like a beeline story. That's not that serious. Yeah, all right. Let's look more into that. Oh, that's what I want to say. Be compassionate with yourself as you go through this process. As I mentioned, it's going to be a bit of a slow death. 1355 coming through. It's the beginning of this transformation. It's gonna be a process here, though. Okay, because it's this is a way that you've been for a while. So it's not going to just change overnight, and that's fine. Be compassionate with yourself, even if you find yourself backsliding. I do see that there's going to be some resistance, especially like whoever's dealing with, like if you're dealing with a third party situation, or if you're in love with someone and they're with someone, you know, it might be some weird stuff going on there, but overall you will get through it. You will probably bounce back between both worlds before this death process is actually complete, because that's just how it goes, and that's fine. It's okay. As long as you're continuously moving forward, you're catching yourself, you're pressing forward, and continuously progressing. Any baby step forward is a great step forward, okay? All right. Yeah, all right. So you being in magician mode, yeah, I feel like it is going to make you look at, if you're in a third party situation, it's going to make you look at that situation differently. This could just be you looking at the social circle differently, but we have the magnifying glass and the masculine energy coming out. Oh, look at that with the slow death. The coffin. Oh my God, my throat. I feel like there's a little piece of information that you still need to know before you could really close out this cycle. Not saying that you can't close it out now, but it's something that will be like a nail in a coffin that can finally make you like really close it out. All right. And really, it'll really hit. Okay. Sometimes epiphanies come in layers, right? So you'll get one layer of truth, and then it'll get peeled back and you realize, you understand the epiphany deeper and deeper. So that's what I feel like this death process is like. It's going to be layers to it, and that's fine. But it's the layers of understanding who this person is. Let's say if this is a person that you're hung up on, it's really like getting waves of insight about this person, and the waves of insight about this person is going to give you insight into your thought process as a person who loved them or wanted them or whatever. I'm getting tired. I'm confusing myself now. All right, what's up, guys? King of Pentacles. Nope, there we go. Yay. All right. So that's what it is. It's like, that's the final piece. The judgment call. The decision. It's like, you know you gotta walk away. But there's something that's gonna make you say, no, I'm closing the door. And bolting that thing shut. It's over. That part, that's going to be a process to get there, okay? But we have the Justice card coming out. That process is needed to make things finalized, okay? You have to finalize that ending of that era, all right? Yeah. And that leads with the King of Pentacles. That leads to more solid energy. King of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles energy. All right. Let us pull from the animal spirit. Time for a beginner's mind. This is, oh, look at that. Groundhog spirit. Time to let go. If you needed it clear as day, here we are. Time to let go, all right? Beast spirit, sweet results await when you let go of that situation. As you step into this more mature way of being, you're going to have more of a higher level of emotional engagement, okay? A higher level of emotional experiences, and they'll be sweeter than you've experienced before. But this is a new way of being. So be okay, as I mentioned, please be compassionate with yourself. You might make some mistakes here and there. You might backslide, okay? It's gonna feel weird to set boundaries on the people that you usually wouldn't, for example. It's all right. Time for a beginner's mind here, all right? Just keep pushing forward. Keep stretching, keep growing, all right? Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. So back to going within, being introspective, refining those standards, realizing what it is that you want, and realizing what you do want and what you don't want. That puts you in magician mode, okay? And it puts you in that place of co-creating and aligning with what spirit has in store for you. I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels, and then we're all set. 1944. Love yourself first and express your love, all right? So this is a time of based on your emotional evolution, and based on a new sense of self-love, and also based on this new capacity to love, to give love and receive love. There's going to be a new level to experience now. There's going to be new standards coming about, okay? All right. Take time out to figure out those new standards. Also appreciate the lessons that you've learned from the old standards, all right? All right. Also, you might enjoy the Aries reading, so check it out, all right? Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Add me on IG. That's Tarot and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. Until we meet again. Peace.